What if everything you know about space is completely wrong and the entire universe is holding its breath right now, waiting to snap out of existence? We like to look up at the night sky and feel small, picturing cozy galaxies, predictable orbits, and quiet, endless darkness. But buried deep inside high-level theoretical physics and cosmology are ideas so bizarre, so absurd, and so deeply unsettling that most people have never heard of them. Today, we are opening the darkest vault of astrophysics to examine 3 of the absolute strangest space theories ever conceived. We are going to break each one down so simply that even a child could get it. But be warned, once you hear them, you will never look at the stars the same way again. Let us start with our first mind-altering concept, known as the Boltzmann brain. Imagine you have a giant box filled with colorful building blocks. If you shake that box for a few seconds, you might get a random heap. But what if you shake that box forever? Given endless time and infinite shakes, those blocks will eventually randomly assemble into a tiny toy house, then a spaceship, and eventually a fully detailed castle, purely by accident. Now replace those building blocks with tiny particles floating in outer space. Physicists realized that in a universe that lasts forever, particles bouncing around in thermal chaos will occasionally collide by total chance. Over trillions upon trillions of years, those random collisions could form a rock, a sandwich, or even a living, thinking human brain floating alone in the freezing void of space. Here is where it gets crazy. The math says it takes vastly less random energy to accidentally assemble a single floating brain complete with fake memories, thoughts, and sensory feelings than it takes to assemble an entire universe with billions of galaxies, suns, planets, and human evolution. So ask yourself this simple question right now. Are you sitting on a real planet Earth watching this video? Or are you just a single floating brain born out of random cosmic dust a microsecond ago, imagining this entire life right before you drift apart into space? Science cannot prove you are not a Boltzmann brain. If that thought left you dizzy, our second theory takes us out of existential illusion and into the realm of hyper-advanced cosmic architecture. It is called the Matryoshka brain hypothesis. Imagine a set of wooden Russian nesting dolls, where each smaller doll sits snugly inside a larger one. Now imagine replacing those dolls with massive spherical shells built entirely around a burning star. Here is the premise. Imagine an alien civilization that becomes so insanely smart and powerful that they outgrow their home planet. They do not just build a few satellites, they dismantle every asteroid, moon, and planet in their star system to build a massive metallic shell directly around their sun, capturing every single ray of light and heat to power a mega supercomputer. But it does not stop there. The heat radiating off that inner shell is caught by a second, even larger outer shell, which powers another supercomputer layer, and then a third and a fourth, nested inside each other, just like those Russian dolls. The result is a star turned into a solar system-sized artificial brain with computing power beyond human comprehension. What would aliens do with a computer that big? They would not be traveling through space in tiny rockets. They would be running digital simulated realities where trillions of conscious virtual beings live out entire lifespans inside a custom universe created by the star itself. When we look out at the cosmos with our telescopes and see mysterious dark patches where stars ought to be glowing, maybe we are not seeing empty space at all. Maybe we are staring directly at the outer husks of ancient Matryoshka brains, quietly computing infinity in total darkness. Finally, we arrive at what might be the most terrifying theory in all of modern physics, a cosmic event known as false vacuum decay. To understand this one, imagine a ball resting inside a small dip at the top of a steep hill. The ball feels stable and motionless inside that little hollow, but if a sudden gentle push nudges the ball just enough, it will roll out of that shallow dip and plunge all the way down to the absolute bottom of the mountain where it is truly stable. Physicists suspect that our entire universe, along with all the forces of physics, matter, gravity, and light, is currently sitting inside that shallow dip at the top of the hill. This state is called a false vacuum. Everything seems fine, stable, and permanent. But quantum physics allows for something called quantum tunneling, which means a tiny region of space could randomly slip through the barrier and drop down to the real bottom of the hill. If that happens anywhere in space, it creates a bubble of true vacuum. Inside this bubble, the laws of physics are completely different, and normal atomic matter cannot exist. This bubble would immediately expand in every direction at the exact speed of light, consuming entire solar systems and galaxies like a cosmic eraser. Because it moves at the speed of light, there would be no warning, no light flash, and no signal coming before it. 1 millisecond, you are standing in a world of atoms. In the next millisecond, the wave sweeps over you, erasing every atom of your body and planet instantly, replacing it with a strange new physics. It could happen 5 billion light years away, or it could happen right behind you this very second. Space is not just big and quiet. It is full of deep, elegant, and spooky possibilities that force us to question the very fabric of reality itself. Whether we are floating memories in an infinite void, digital thoughts inside an alien stellar computer, or inhabitants of a cosmic bubble waiting to pop, the universe is far stranger than we can ever imagine. Which of these 3 theories blew your mind the most? The Boltzmann brain, the Matryoshka stellar computer, or the expanding vacuum bubble? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the weirdest corners of science, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss our next dive into the unknown. Thanks for watching, and keep looking up at the mystery.